Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to some more Gamer Guide with me, Rollin, and today we're in Robocraft, and I've put together a new vehicle, something that uses skis and rudders, and I call it the Skicycle, as it kind of operates like a motorcycle. Doesn't really tip over because of the rudders on the underside, and the skis front and back bring it up to a really fast top speed. It gets up to about 352 miles an hour, and goes about 200 something in reverse. So a lot of fun, and something I haven't really seen before. Kind of got the idea of the vertical rudders from another one of my viewers who had done something similar on a hovercraft, I believe, on one of Pixel's channels. I was like, why don't we combine it with skis, as they're kind of underutilized and they're really fast. So let me show you a little closer up of what this looks like here. We'll jump into the bay. Three little cosmetics here and there. I got some lights here on the bottom and spikes on the front, but mostly some of the carbon 6 thruster to get it going fast in the front. And then we have 6 rudders on the underside, and in the back I got some reverse thruster and some extra nanos and stuff too here. These are the constructors, and then I'm using disintegrators for my front lasers. And let me show you real quick and test, and we'll take it out into a match here real quick too on how it works. But it stays upright really well when you're turning corners and stuff, as the rudders will kind of keep you vertical. And then when you're on the ground, you move pretty quickly. You get up stuff too pretty well. You go up sides of cliffs and whatnot. And it operates really similar to like a car, but has a little bit of a wind-up time, but it does have a little higher top speed than other vehicles. So a lot of fun, a great way to use skis, and I figured, what the heck, it's Christmas time, so let's try to make something that's different and fun for you guys. So let's take it out into a match and see how we do. Alright, here we are in our Brawl Elimination mode on the new Christmas map, and I got Skicycle Alpha. Let's see how we do in this match real quick. I'm also going to have some more builds coming up, including a new Walker Flyer, totally different than the other ones I've made, and then some more of the helicopter Sprinter Mech combinations that seem to be so fun, and which you guys have given me some pretty good positive feedback on too. So thank you very much for checking out my last Robocraft video. It's been kind of fun coming back into Robocraft and checking out some of the new combinations, and the speed mechanics too I found are a lot more fun too, as you can build some really fast things, including this, which gets up to like 350 miles an hour, which is probably the fastest land vehicle I've made so far when I have it on full throttle. So as you see here, you can get up pretty fast. I'm usually not a huge fan of wheeled vehicles or things on the ground that you can't get off it, but this is pretty fun, and so I might try something maybe that has some flight mechanics on it too, or instead of just having the rudders on the bottom for thrust, maybe also have this as a flying vehicle. I think skis and wings are a really nice combination together, but this is just kind of an artsy fun bot that works pretty well too. Gotta say, since I've been back too, I've seen a lot more diversity in different build types too. Like that looks like a little dragon thing, not as many little small drones, and a little bit more even balance now between flyers and ground vehicles. Still a lot of flyers, don't get me wrong, but you do see a lot of mechs now and a lot of ground vehicles too, so it's kind of a nice mix-up, a little more balanced than maybe the way it was before. Well, as we get sideways here, let's see if we can throw a couple heals over here to this guy as we switch over. The rails seem like they're pretty good, the mega rails. A lot of people like playing with those things, but I personally still kind of like plasma and lasers a lot. As we get sideways here, let's get ourselves right again. Also today, guys, it's Christmas, and the Advent Calendar code is out. The Advent Calendar code today is Happy Holidays, all capital letters, just like you see it on the screen. I'm not going to tell you what it is until the end of the episode, in case you don't want to know and you want to open it for yourself without a spoiler, but if you're interested in seeing what it is at the end of the video, I'll go and open mine and show you what we got today. A couple quick reminders: if you guys would like this video, I'd appreciate that, and also click that little bell icon so you get some of my newest videos when I put them out, as I have a tendency to upload at odd times of the night, and I think you guys often miss some of my videos. Like the last crossout video I noticed had very few views, which is really unusual for a crossout video, so please do that for me if you like Robocraft, you like crossout style videos. I'd appreciate that very much. So there we go, we got a victory on the ski vehicle. So I put together a nice healer, also with some Proto Seekers on it. Of course, it's another helicopter sprinter mech, as you saw in my last video. I like those a lot right now. Put a couple thrusters on the side, 2 modules. I got a power module and a blink module on this guy, and it's under 1400 CPUs, so it's pretty sweet. Alright, here we are in the game. I'm here with Your Mama and Leorio FRJ Racing 2. A couple of friends, and so we're going to see what we can do. I'll try to play some support. And I love his little TIE Fighter-like vehicle. That's really cool. Your Mama's playing one of the big heavy mechs with the flak tops on it. Seem to be doing pretty good work and pretty tough too, as legs got a little bit of love, basically upping their overall health instead of having electroplates on them. So that works out better for being good against Proto Seekers and stuff like that. I'm gonna get this guy back off the ground. And we'll dish out some heals over here on the side, try to stay out of harm's way. This thing's pretty maneuverable, so I'm liking how it can kind of keep hidden and get anywhere on the map, including being able to heal flyers, which a lot of times are neglected, as a lot of healers can't really get off the ground very well. Get Your Mama back into the action here real quick. And we got Leo over there. Those guys are just going in for the kill. I'm going to see if I can get in here with my Proto Seekers. Take out a couple of these dudes while they're not looking, while they're not suspecting anything. As this thing can pack a pretty good punches. It's got 50% damage boost, and with the Proto Seekers, that's a pretty deadly combo. Also helps out with the healies too, I think, a little bit. Seems like it does at least. And then having that power module too has been absolutely great when you run out of energy for the heals. So I'm using the Destructors, and those definitely drain your energy real quick. Let's get back around here real quick. See if we can get to this guy. Lost one of my helicopter blades, so I'm not able to really maneuver as well until I get it back. I'm going to land this real quick and get it back on our feet. Alright, let's heal this dude up real quick. Looks like he's got himself some shotguns and missiles. Send him back out there to blow some faces off. What is that thing? That looks like it's threatening one of our guys. It's another spider mech. Go ahead and get this guy out of there. Alright, he's got his sniper rifles back, and so we got somebody as a tumbleweed out there. The vehicle got all blown up. FRJ. Let's see if we can get him back up. He's got that nice looking X-Wing fighter. Thing's pretty sweet looking. I love the use of electric plates he did on this. And that's pretty much all thrusters too, which is interesting. I don't see any wings or anything like that. So I guess there is still some solid thruster drones out there to play. But at least this one's got a little bit of style. We'll send Your Mama back in, get his guns back on him. And I haven't seen anybody really using these double propellers like that for momentum, but it does seem to work pretty well. Might have to try that out in the future, but I kind of like having my props a little bit too much on these mechs. Alright, let's see if we can clean up real quick. Those guys are going to get zapped, but this guy's almost dead, so we'll just take him out real quick with some of the Proto Seekers. And this is a good cleanup weapon. There we go! We got our victory, and we did pretty good near the top of the board. Good game to everybody on the team. And let's go on to the next build now and check out a brand new kind of mech. So sprinter leg with helicopter blades are not the only kind of flying mech. Right here we got ourselves a insect leg and wing combination, which is probably my new favorite and one of the most agile and fast mechs I've ever made, and maybe one of my favorites as it has nanos and a big cannon on it. And let's take it out to a game. I sped things up a little bit here. I happen to play on keyboard control mode, so I'm a little rusty in this game mode, but I think if I do a little bit of practice with this, this could definitely be one of my favorite build types, especially with keyboard giving you a little bit of an advantage as far as where you shoot and where you heal. So I kept the nanos in like a 360-degree formation on there, so you can heal at any angle. And then also with the cannon and stuff too, if you get good and do a little practice, especially on a level you're familiar with, you should do really nicely with this thing. Let's go and get these dudes healed up here real quick. At this point in the match, I was just trying to keep our team healed up and get used to the keyboard controls, and the enemy had us surrounded on both sides too, so decided to start playing a little bit more offense and trying to keep those guys off us with my Mega SMG. But we did have one other healer, so I figured I could go back a little bit more on offense and go ahead and push up on the right side here, try to keep these guys from keeping us pinned in. So I went ahead and pushed this guy down the hole and chased him I went ahead and used my Mega SMG to take him out real quick, as this thing's doing pretty good damage, and I'm getting a little bit more used to the keyboard controls. Again, I'm trying to keep this guy healed up real quick while the other guy pops up trying to finish him. So I go ahead and go back on offense and get another easy assist. So with a little practice with the keyboard controls, I definitely think this style of mech could be one of the new metas, as it's super fast and super maneuverable and go over any terrain. So I liked it a lot. Alright, going back to a mech I introduced in the last episode, figured I'd take out the Dragoon Strato Slayer for another game with some of the people of Atlas Core. Need to change it up a little bit in this match, as I've been playing a lot of healers, so I decided to take out the big gunship and see what kind of mayhem we could cause. Got a great healer, Carlia, and some of the other guys here on the team, like Mr. Pythagoras is another good player, and Clanagan. Those guys are all pretty good, so figured we'd go out and see if I could try to push the axe in here. Try to keep out of direct fire from everybody. We got one guy pressed in, but it was a mistake, as you don't push in against 4 or 5 people. Even with shotguns, you're going to get wasted. And I decided to use some of these presents as cover, get in a little bit closer, and see where people were stationed. And I figured if I get over here to the side, I can probably just aim at 1 or 2 with still having cover from the snipers up on the left side. I do a lot of SMGs in this, as lasers seem to be doing pretty good work at a distance. And the only thing really that would be better is being up above them with a plasma gun. But I'm pretty content here, as I'm getting lots of hits and keeping them healing each other instead of fighting us back. At this point I went ahead and dropped some missiles in and hit my energy booster and dropped a couple more in on this thing. I'm not even sure what that is. I think it might have just been a giant art bot. But it's definitely soaking up a lot of damage. A couple Mega Plasma Blasts on it, and a few lasers later, and that thing is out. Come around the other side, I see Mr. Pythagoras is under attack, so I wanted to drop some plasma here, trying to slow this guy down, and then with the lasers, pull him apart a little bit as he went back on the retreat. I followed him in. A couple more Mega Plasma down, and had a little support there to kill him. Pretty much this match is over already. We've already penetrated their base, and we just got one more guy left. I noticed him up top and went over to missiles to finish him off real quick, as it's an easy kill. And that was the game. So great game there with Atlas Core. Enjoyed that a lot, and ended up with top score on that one too. Lots of damage done with that combination. So you guys might try it out. It's on the market. Alright, so if you guys didn't want to see that spoiler, I'm going to be showing you what is in the crate here real shortly after the crate unboxing here for my victory. Thank you very much for checking out my videos this year. So probably one of my last videos of the year here. I might have a couple more for other games in between now and the beginning of the year. But leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of some of these new creations. And here we go. Let's see what we got in our chest. So the new cosmetic is balloons, and something totally different to Robocraft. It's a 3 CPU part when you put it on your vehicle. Went ahead and threw the new balloons on the back of the Eriptus Invasion Mech, which is also up on the shop. You can check that out. The balloon won't be, but the mech will be. You have to add your own balloon to the back, and look at my booty shake. Anyway guys, thank you very much for checking out my channel. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all of you, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye!